Hello, this is my daily vlog. It is the 15th or so, I think, of August. Oh, 15th of August, 2021. I forgot. I forgot that I said it was the 15th. I was going to say the 15th of August, 15th. And it's Sunday, and it's something like 5:30 in the afternoon. So, I, yeah, I got up like, I was working until like 3 in the morning because I got 6 margaritas. I've been drinking margaritas the last 3 days. But I'm not going to drink it today because it was like $8 I blew. I've never done that before. Never bought 6 margaritas, so I'm going to stop drinking it. I think maybe I was a little bit stressed. I'm feeling like I'm transitioning. But it was kind of fun, I guess. Kept me up till like 3. I was dragging things over to my externals, but I mean, these two 128 gigabyte memory cards, but they're like $150 128 gig memory cards. I just spent $20 on Amazon for a 512 gigabyte mini memory card because I couldn't fit all of my site onto 128 gigabytes. It was bigger than that. There were a bunch of these Google Earth videos, Google Earth Strava videos, because you can hit a button on Google Earth, like you do it, you draw in your line around the road, and then you can just hit the button and say, hover this far above and go this fast and go, and it'll just do it itself. But it's like an hour, so it takes up gobs of memory. I could bust those through a codec and make them smaller later, put them on my hyperdeck. But yeah, I mean, I'm kind of refamiliarizing all the stuff I did. I built a lot, but I want to make sure that I don't lose all of it, so I have to have it all backed up. So yeah, I blew another $20. So that was like the most expensive backup cards because I spent all that money on those cards because I thought they were going to work with my hyperdeck. Because this tutorial guy, I can't remember who it was, but a tutorial guy, hyperdeck tutorial, Mr. Pro on YouTube, is like, you need the really good ones. Get the Lexar. That's what I use. So I got the Lexar. Turns out it's not on their list of compatible ones. I could have bought 256 ones, but it would have been like $550 and I have that much money, even in my credit. But yeah, I had to blow another $300 on the, can't remember the company. There were 2 of them. Anyway, and it's not going to be here till the 31st of August. So I can't do anything with my Stream Deck. I mean, Hyperdeck. I saw a video of we can do videos without the Hyperdeck, but anyway, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And then I guess I get my ATEM Mini. I mean, my new Stream Deck, Elgato Stream Deck, in like 2 weeks or something. I think he said 2 weeks. I can't remember if he said 2 weeks after I send mine in, or 2 weeks after they send it out. They send it out, I replace it with mine, and they send it back, or something like that. Anyway, it takes 2 weeks, so I guess I'll get the Hyperdeck and the Stream Deck at the same time, or I mean the Hyperdeck cards and the Stream Deck at the same time. But I already have a Stream Deck. I have the regular size Stream Deck, so I'm gonna try to work it with Companion. I tried to do VLC with Companion. This is one of the tutorials. You connect VLC. I have like the Stream Deck, I mean the ATEM Mini switcher, connected to Companion, which is the website you use to plug in stuff for your Stream Deck. But I couldn't connect VLC, so I watched a tutorial. And he's like, yeah, just go to Tools and VLC. I'm like, there are no tools. So maybe I'll have to do another program. I think he was doing Windows VLC, and like Mac VLC doesn't have that. I typed on the video, what the hell, why doesn't he have it? I don't think he responded to me, so. And I read some forums, and people were asking that question, and nobody answered them. But they said something like, because it's on the Windows, so. Anyway, haven't had the time to totally figure that stuff out. So, because I got up today and I was dragging and, dropping all this stuff, backing up stuff on my externals. I think one of my external hard drives may have gone bad, that's what it said. And I was dragging it on, and even on my main computer, I was missing some videos. So, yeah, I was like, why was it missing on my computer? Good thing that I'm looking at this stuff again. I haven't looked at it for a while, just to memorize everything I have, especially now that I'm sober. What is it, 15th, 25 days sober, so another 5 days, and then I hit the 1 month mark, and I'm sober. Then I'll have to start exercising. But I'll be sober, so I'll probably be able to exercise without being like thinking about my work all the time. it's the reason that I can't exercise is because I don't have the sense of accomplishment. You can only bring yourself to exercise if you have a sense of accomplishment, and I feel like I'm in the darkest depths of the tunnel with no light in sight, and so I feel like I have to put my head down. So yeah, that's why I really want to figure out, get somewhere. Because if I can make some major progress with my studio, I'll be like, awesome. I get to see how what I'm doing, and then I'll be like, yeah, let's exercise. And I really should. I mean, like, yeah, just a couple hours a day. I think at least 2 hours a day. Yeah, but and then I won't stop yawning. But yeah, because I have like atrophy pain, like my lat muscles here, which are pretty much non-existent. Like I touch them and it's just bone to fat and bone. But the muscle that is remaining is like in pain. It's like pain pangs all the time. I think they're in retreat. All my muscles are disappearing and getting replaced by fat. So I'm 190 pounds, at least last time I weighed myself, but that's all blubber, but it looks like muscle, sort of. I mean, I don't look totally fucked when I have my shirt on, but it's getting that way. I'm not fit. So, yeah, but I'll wait until the 30th for that, and hopefully by then I can see progress on my studio. So, yeah, that's what I was doing, just drag and dropping stuff, making sure that it's all the same and organized the same, and all of them. And but yeah, so and then when I get the 500 gigabyte, I guess that comes on the 30th or something, it's around the same time. So I'll spend like half of a day dragging stuff onto that, making sure everything's on there though. And yeah, if I'd only bought one of those, I should buy more when I have the money. I've been blowing so much money, but now that I have all my food in the house, got food at Costco, I'm just gonna stay in the house. If I stay in the house, I don't leave, except for if I go on quick. I need to get some patchless tubes though. I don't have any patchless, glueless glueless patches, because I have another flat on that bike. So my mom came over, and I was kind of going to my room and dragging stuff, and then like letting it take its time. Like it was taking a lot of time, and it didn't matter to me because, yeah, my mom was here, and we had some food, and then we scrubbed the floor, because I haven't scrubbed my wood floor, since I moved here like 8 years ago. So I was scrubbing, 1/3 alcohol, 70% alcohol, 1/3 vinegar, 1/3 water. It's that fall wood, and then scrub it, and don't get it too wet. Scrub it, and then do it in the water. Scrub it. It was one of this mop, this like crescent shaped mop, I guess, for the toilets, for bathrooms, that has like coarse bottom on it. And yeah, every time I did it got in the bucket, it got super dark, like black dark. And then I did that a bunch of times, like 10, 20 buckets or something, the entire house. And then we did it again, one go or two goes with the regular mop, just without spraying on all of that solution. And I was still coming up with a lot of dirty water, but I was ready. My mom said, "Yeah, let's do it. Let's just put the wax on." So she did the wax on there, and you can see how shiny it is. That's what happens if you put too much water. I was putting too much water cleaning it, and it buckles up like that. So then I went and did the shininess of the rest of the apartment, and I'm gonna organize everything tomorrow. Put everything back on there, and organize my tools over there, and yeah, I put up the curtain in the room, and it's really clean. I put the curtain in. I soaked it in the bathtub with soap and just let it soak, and we took it out and just wiped it a little bit, and it basically cleaned itself by soaking. It was metal, so that was cool. Do that with the other ones, and then she left, and I waxed the rest of the place, and then we cleaned the bathroom for the first time since we moved in here. It was it's like the bathroom tiles with the like grout in the middle, and it was all dark and stinky, and because I didn't clean it since I moved in years ago. And we put this like baking soda, vinegar, a little bit of rubbing alcohol solution in there, and put it in and let it soak, and then scrubbed it with brushes, and then washed it out and just rinsed it and washed it like 20 times on this one in the bucket, and it got like black every time. And then I did my own bathroom, not quite so many times, but it got clean enough, and backed up a little bit of this other card, but yeah, after I do this video, I'm gonna go and look at this other external hard drive, which my other computer said that was like bad. So I'll plug it into the other computer. But I think maybe I'll do that tomorrow, because right now, because I haven't done anything about learning on my studio. right now I want to go and yeah, just try to do something with my studio. It's like I'm not getting any. I haven't had time, but I'm not getting any progress with it. Yeah, I'm going to see if I can figure out the buttons. I haven't even gotten the buttons to work on the Stream Deck, the presets in the Stream Deck. So I'm going to hit the buttons and presets in the Stream Deck, make sure that it's all linked. And if it doesn't work, figure out what's going on. And yeah, once that goes, I'll be like, whoa, and then I'll just figure out all the stream buttons and look at the tour of the buttons to the guys, VLC, what are they called? A to Z Graphics website channel. Or was it A to Z Studio? And then David Joshua 4 had his own, and watch his tour of his once I get mine. And then I can know how to plug in my own. And then, too bad I don't have the Upper Deck, because once I get the Upper Deck, I can plug in various videos. And see, that's when I can edit the videos to put in the Hyper Deck and then plug them in. So I can't really do anything until the end of the month. But I can get prepared and I can memorize everything backwards and forwards. There's a lot to learn. I mean, if you've got just that's the programs. Just to learn the programs, it's like learning a language, because you got so many different things. Because I didn't have time to program in my mic. I put the new place for the mic. Now that's gone, but I haven't had the time to get the settings right. So I'm gonna watch. I think that's what I'm gonna do first. Watch the tutorial, get the settings right on my main mic, and then figure out how to do the noise cancellation, which they did. And then, figure out why the other mics aren't sounding, because I did the sound up on the other mics and they're not registering. So see what's going on with that. Maybe even get on tech support and ask them. Figure out the Stream Deck stuff. Then plugging stuff directly into the switcher with the little videos, video and video. And then I'm gonna tomorrow, not today, but tomorrow when I get up, I'm gonna lay down vacuum my room first, pick up everything, make everything's good, and then lay down all of my my green screens around all edges of the house, and even place little mannequin heads around. Fine tune all my green screens. You need the mannequin heads because you can't fine tune it with yourself unless you have like a roommate who's gonna stand there for you, but you can't have that person. But I don't even have a roommate now. But so it's gonna start getting fun pretty soon. And then, of course, I have to come up with my stuff, like all the different backgrounds, and then the sound effects. I don't know if you can download music, because they give you free music on Adobe Premiere Pro, which I have. I have the whole Adobe Creative Cloud. I don't know if you can download music from it. Like, I don't know if you can just put it directly from within the program, or if you can download it to a computer, or if you can move it from the program to the switcher. But that'd be cool if you could. But I do have a lot of sound effects. I'm going to program all those suckers in. But you can only program, I think it's like 3 different layers, and it's like 12 things. So it's like 18 different sounds you can program in. But then I guess you can use the Hyper Deck to program in as many sounds you want with the Stream Deck. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I mean, I'm still like a beginner, having started yet, so I'm super excited. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do now. Luckily for me, I don't have to smoke weed, because it would be easier to smoke weed because it's just trippy. It's just fun. It's kind of boring going through steps. When you're high, you're like, going through steps. But but you can't remember as well, You make a lot of mistakes. I mean, maybe it's the reason why I've lost a few things, a lot of work on my computer. Oh, yeah, I was talking about things that I lost. So far that I made, this whole religious section, but that was a long time ago on my website. But as far as Google Earth, the canals of Babylon, canals of ancient China, Delphi, and the Lake of Augustus. But also, like a couple years ago, I lost. It was like a week. It took me forever to trace the Arizona Trail on Google Earth on Google Earth from looking at this other file somebody made, GPX file, and I lost it, so I had to make it again, and that sucked. So. Yeah, and it wasn't like backed up enough. So, but luckily you can get 512 gigabytes cards for $20. I mean, I should blow another $20 and get another one. But so the main thing that I really need to back up is my website. But that's up on the website, on the server. But I shouldn't just trust that. So my computer and I have another card on the littler cards I have. I'm going to put the website on those. I think I have 2. the actual HTML. But yeah, finally I'm backing all that stuff up. That's a relief. But um, yeah, so right now what I'm going to do is just go and yeah, program my microphone on Rodecaster Pro, and then yeah, figure out how to do the little buttons. And if I can do those two things, at least if I can do those two things by the 20th, I'll be super happy, super stoked. I'll be able to start exercising every day. If I work out for 2 hours, if I exercise for 2 hours a day, I'm going to stretch for a half hour a day in the beginning. You stretch. I get up at 6 every morning, stretch for a half hour, or maybe even before the 6. Stretch for a half hour and then have breakfast. And then when the sun rises, go on a bike ride, like with my electric bike, just the top of the hill, come back, or as far up a hill as I can on the electric, come back, and then maybe go on a run. I want to run every day because I have to firm up my my calf muscle so I actually can run if I decide I want to, and then lift weights, and do some swimming. Yeah, lots of different things. Be well rounded. Yeah, I can't. I'm burnt out on weed. Weed doesn't do it for me anymore. All weed does is space me out, make me lose motivation, and screw up my blood sugar and give me asthma. So, I have played it out, but I've smoked enough of that stuff, and plus I get to save money, so that's cool. So, so yeah, making progress. Last day of preparing the house. So then, yeah, tomorrow when I get up, I'm gonna place everything in the places, and then take a bunch of photos, and then send the photos to my mom and Kirsten and tell them to get me a roommate. Yeah, and then once I get fit, I'll start doing fun stuff like squeezing lipomas. You see that little lump on my arm? Squeeze that bitch out. Maybe fry them up and eat them. I have some on my legs. I got one on my butt, on the side of my hip, and yeah, get all those bitches out. I have to be a little bit hardcore, like badass, like not queasy to do that. So maybe I'll have to get in a little bit more shape. I got a bunch of them out like back in 14. Oh my God, 7 years ago now. And I did a YouTube video of it. If you want to go 7 years ago, roughly 7 years ago, say June of 2014, somewhere around those parts in my main YouTube channel, you can see me squeezing lipomas out of my body. So I'm going to do that again. And I found the dumplings like last month when I was cleaning the house. I was like, oh, what's this? Because I stored them way up high. And they hadn't dried out yet. They were like, yesterday I took them out. They were still juicy. My mom was like, oh, that's disgusting. Throw the whole plate away. Yeah, I wanted to put them up there just to see what would become of them after 5 years, if they would dry out or not. They don't. Just a little bit. So, so that's my vlog for today. Hopefully tomorrow when I get up, I'll be happy and I'll be making progress because I still am just like swimming like around. But I'm glad that I spent a lot of time. I took my time to fix up the house because I don't like to do everything at once anymore. I like to chill, and my mom helped me. She was out there scrubbing away at my bathroom tiles after she made my solution. Then she waxed that and yeah, helped me out. She put she polished those two things, those little candle holders, with like some kind of baking soda and vinegar, and then polished it with extra virgin olive oil. I guess it keeps the oxygen out so it doesn't oxidate as much. So but I'm not going to try to overcook myself. Come 8 o'clock, I think I'm going to call Kirsten and see if she wants to watch a movie. Unless I'm like on a roll with something, which I don't think I'll be. So anyway, that's my vlog for today. Yeah, thank God I was backing stuff up because, oh my God, I've already lost too much stuff. Like I'm dreading having to rebuild the Augustin, because I'm going to have to build it. I have to do everything. Rebuild the Augustin lake. It's fucking gone. Rebuild. I'm going to save those for later though, at the very end when I've already had a sense of accomplishment. I'll be like, okay, now let's finally rebuild the stuff I lost. I'll probably rebuild the canals of Babylon and ancient China. But when you do it the second time, it is faster because you know what you're doing. You just do it faster. You don't maybe not do as good of a job. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna end up getting super ambitious in finishing stuff that I started because I never finished anything that I started. But when you're sober, that's actually an advantage. I can use the advantage of how I was when I was stoned because I have so much started. I can plug in what I have of everything in there, and get the backbone going up real good. And so then all I have to do is go switch into brain dead mode again and just finish the stuff I started. So as long as I don't lose it, that's the key. So I think I canceled it was like $40 a month for my Apple package, where you get Apple Fitness, 2 terabytes of memory, Apple Music, Apple News. I think I'm going to go ahead and buy that again. I was just freaked out about money. I'm like over 13,000 in debt now, and like it's crazy. I was getting out of control. But I bought a lot of stuff like plus my roommate was going to give me $800. He's going to pay me back over the course. I'm like 13,500 debt because I owe another like 600 to the painter. But my roommate owes me like $800, and he said he's going to pay like $300 a month for next month, 3 months. But so you have to chill. But I mean, I replaced my room perfectly. Like I made it better than ever. Everything in there is brand new. You go in there and you feel like you're in one of these like top end houses. With a rich person in there who's anal about everything. Everything's awesome. Whoever moves in there is going to be living in the lap of luxury. And my whole apartment looks like that. Yeah. So, but and if I'm sober and I'm being an athlete every day, you stay super duper clean because it comes with the territory. That's my washing machine going. Okay, talk to you tomorrow.